What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag. To you. Okay, so I'm watching this show right now because somebody was drinking last night and I was arguing with my husband, and then I was like, alright. Yeah, so me waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning like I was supposed to, yeah, that didn't happen. I did wake up at 5-ish. It is 7:52. And I have only seen 3 to 5 minutes of the show so far. So I'm just watching it and gonna just recap after every little scene. Alright, so first scene, Juicy, Tanya, they meet somewhere. Tanya's talking about her little brew. She gonna be making her little tea stuff. And she wants the tea to taste good. So Juicy suggested a taste testing thing. And she's like, yeah, I was going to do that, like a taste testing little party. I definitely was going to invite, you know, you and Money. And yeah, and then she stopped right there like, girl, speaking of parties, yeah, I'm going to have a party. It's going to be men's and men's and men's. And yeah. So just be cute and get your little sexy on. And Tanya like, well, I'll do it if I can. You know, I'm pregnant. Like, girl, you know you cute. You can do it. So I was gonna invite all the girls, but like, oh, you're not gonna invite Minnie? No, I'm not gonna invite Minnie because I don't feel like I have to. And I don't even want to talk to her. And Tanya's like, well, yeah, she was tripping at this party, and I don't really even understand why she was so mad and wanted you to be in this situation where you'd be uncomfortable. And Juicy is like, well, I don't even care. Like, I don't want to be around her. I don't need no drama. She is not invited to the party, basically, for all intents and purposes. Juicy like, well, I didn't like the fact that she put your kids in it. And I'm like, did she? What did she say about her kids? She talked about the girl. She kind of made her seem like a slut. And said, find out who your baby daddy is. I guess that's putting the kid in it. I don't really recall putting the kids in it, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, she ain't invited. Alright, so Money and the twins just went, I ain't even gonna call it shopping. They went looking at bags that they couldn't fucking afford, and then they start talking like, okay, well, I'm glad that y'all here because I want to talk about this party. Like, it was a disaster. It was all fucked up. And the twins are like, yeah, Minnie, she my girl and everything, but she was real wrong for, you know, acting like she did, which we've already stated, yeah. But Minnie was tripping because that's where Money lives, and you can't endanger your friends, the place where they live. You can't make your friends homeless to have a fight with a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, they was like, she was wrong for that and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, well, Juicy about to have a party, but how the fuck we gonna all be at this party? No. I need to toss in the shade that Amanda threw. First, Amanda was like, yeah, Minnie was wrong and she was doing all this, and I think that was wrong. And then Tanya got in it, which made me really mad. The twins do not like Tanya. They do not like Tanya. Y'all gotta catch the subtle shade that they are constantly throwing at her. From that first day when she was twerking, and they was like, why this bitch twerking? Like, nobody else could ever do this dance but them. So yeah. But yeah. Money was like, well, whatever. How we gonna be at this party together? And she was like, well, I could try to talk to Juicy, and you guys could talk to Minnie. They were like, we'll talk to Minnie. We'll tell her that she was wrong, and yeah, they should talk. Well, what about Tanya? And Money is like, why am I forgetting that right name? Because I've been drinking. All right. Well, it was yesterday, but Money is like, I'll talk to Tanya too, and Andrea is like, yeah, she lucky she pregnant because Minnie was gonna whoop her ass. Money was like, she was not gonna do nothing. First of all, she is all bark and no bite, and I think that is true. I see Minnie going off all the time. You know, I've never seen her do anything that made me even slightly frightened for anyone else around her. I see her mother as a towering, frightening woman, but Minnie not so much. And it's not even because of her height. It's because she just don't seem like she about that life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That wasn't never gonna happen in the first damn place. But yeah, so they're already thinking that Juicy is inviting Minnie and they need to fix something. But she ain't invited, girl. No, you ain't gotta worry about none of that. All right, so then Minnie meets up with her mother and they're eating, and she's telling her about, you know, the whole thing with Juicy. So she's supposedly looking for advice from her mother. Come on, we already know what kind of advice her mother's gonna give, right? So her mother is like, well, she's telling her, she was like, well, she was at this party, and we met up, and I talked to her, and I told her that I was upset about her not coming to the party. And she said to me that, yeah, she didn't want to come because you never apologized. We never apologized to her. She was like, well, she ain't never gonna be at nothing because I'm never gonna apologize. And that's what that is about. Like, it's never ever going to happen. So she's like, oh, okay. She was like, well, then she was like, well, I've been doing this stuff and I just want to show y'all something. She was like, well, I was still mad about her not coming to my party. And she pulled out a bobblehead, and her mother's like, wait a minute, a bobblehead of what? She was like, of her. She's like, girl, you lying. No, really, a bobblehead, okay? She was like, it got the red hair and it had a double chin. Her mother like, you lying, because a bobblehead is dumb, like I already said, right? She was like, and then when you hit the button, it talks. It says all the stuff that Juicy say, like, I'm the queen of Atlanta, boo. Her mother's like, you is lying. Which is what I would think if somebody told me that. Because it's a dumb idea. Nobody would buy it. I don't know what the point of it is. And neither does motherfucking Minnie. So Minnie's like, yeah, who's gonna buy this? Like, who wants this? This is dumb. She was like, so I was still mad, and everybody like, oh, let me see. And she was like, either she said, let me see it, or I don't want to see this. But she really did say, let me see it. And they passed it over there when Tanya said something. But she was just looking at it. But it seems like she said, I don't want to look at it. That's what she told her mother. And Tanya was like, well, it seemed like you hating. And she was like, I'm not hating. If I was hating, I would have done this. And then I put a chicken wing on the head. And her mother was like, go ahead, girl. You your mother's daughter. I don't know if that's a thing to applaud. I do. Okay. Let me go on with the thing and then give my little motherfucking assessment. She was like, yeah, you gonna have to check this bitch, and whatever. So Minnie's like, I want to talk to her before this escalates too far. Her mother like, that shit already escalated. It really did already escalate. Like, I don't know why you think this is redeemable at this point. Yeah. So essentially, they just gonna need to talk, supposedly, and judging by what's gonna go on throughout the rest of the season, apparently that talk ain't gonna go well. But yeah, let's pretend that we don't know that at this point, right? So what I was gonna say is, I don't think that Tammy needs to be encouraging Minnie to be aggressive and violent. And just for this, because the situation's a little bit tricky, I do think that Juicy could have just told Minnie. I think that Minnie could have been more understanding that Juicy wouldn't want to be there. I think all of this fight is dumb and just kind of out of the blue, just fighting. I don't know if it's just to keep a storyline or just to have something to talk about. I hope they're not fighting in actual real life over this dumb shit, because it seems pretty dumb. It's fucking stupid. Minnie should have understood. Juicy shouldn't have been getting all stank with her. Well, she shouldn't have been getting stank with Juicy at the beginning. Juicy shouldn't have got stank with her for spilling the drink like she was some kind of asshole. And it just never should have even gotten this fucking big already over literally nothing. So we're gonna see where it's gonna go. All right, next up, Tanya is Skyping with her baby daddy so she could talk to the kids. They doing the kisses and all of this. She's happy that he's doing his part as a father, but she missed the kids so much. She basically seeming like she is not really all that appreciative of him taking the kids off her hands. She said with her being pregnant, she really misses them. She wants them around all the time, and she basically made it seem like she don't really like this arrangement of them going there. instead of being with her. She wants them to be with her more, especially when she has the baby. She wants them to be around the baby like all the time. They gonna have to come up with some other arrangement. I don't know how he feel about that, but I guess I don't know. We gonna see. He seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna need him to get a little bit more backbony. Well, it depends on if she's gonna, you know, start doing ridiculous things. If she's not gonna get ridiculous, then he's fine. He's really just a good guy. But I mean, I don't understand what she wants. She already agreed on this, and now I guess maybe she's saying that it's too hard. But I would think that the way that it seems like he loves the kids too is hard for him for the weeks that she has the kid. Yeah, just my own assessment. Oh, and she called his ass ugly, didn't she? Didn't she? She was like, wow, Luna's so cute. It's amazing how she could be still attractive and look so much like you. You're like, what the fuck do that mean? You know what it meant. You know what it meant. Yeah, she's shady. Alright, so Minnie and Juicy finally meet up to talk. It does not go well at all. I think we already established that. We already kind of knew. Basically, Minnie started off apologizing, but Juicy was mad. Like from the door, like, just give me a sweet tea. You know she order wine everywhere she go. She don't want no drinks. Give me a sweet tea, because I ain't gonna be here long. So Minnie's like, wow, she's being real rigid towards me. Well, basically, anyway, I want to apologize to you. I shouldn't have did what I did. I shouldn't have put no chicken wing on your bobblehead. And that was rude and that was mean. I do apologize to you, but I will not be apologizing to Tanya. And Juicy's like, why wouldn't you apologize to Tanya? And she was like, because it was a and B conversation and she shouldn't have been in my business. And Juicy's like, well, that don't make no sense. She wasn't in our conversation. She had her own thought about what was going on and she felt like you were hating. So basically Juicy's stance is that Tanya was defending her. So yeah, I think you should apologize to both of us because you came wrong at both of us. Minnie's like, well, she should have knew her place. She was like, well, first of all, you, Minnie, state your mind and just say whatever you think whenever the hell you want to do it. But then when it happened to you, you don't know how to handle it. She's like, I do know how to handle it. She's like, no, you don't. She's like, well, look, I was just mad because you didn't come to my party. She was like, the party was for your mother. Me and your mother have history. It is a bad history, and I did not want to be there. I'm not going to go to a party for your mother. I'm not going to set myself up. And Minnie was like, well, I set myself up to be around your mother and your sister. She was like, how was that setting yourself up? My mother and my father, my mother and my sister have control. They have restraint. She was like, my mother do too. She's like, no, she does not. Yes, she does. Oh my God. So she threw chicken wings on me. Was that her restraint? She was like, but that's the past. You bringing everything back from the past. She was like, and Juicy like, all of this stuff was over this lie. She was like, all of this is from the past. She was like, but you the one brought everything from the past to the future with that chicken wing. I didn't bring up the chicken wings. I didn't say nothing about your mother. Yeah. She didn't tell Minnie that she didn't want to be at the party. She didn't mention any of it. She just kind of ignored her. Money's the one that actually, I guess, told her what Juicy was thinking. So yeah, but you do know that it happened. You do know that they had to go to court and that Juicy lost. I would assume she would be bitter that nothing happened to somebody that assaulted her. Yeah, I really think that Minnie needs to let it go. I understand she was mad about the party and she was like, well, it wasn't just a party for my mother. It was about me. It was celebrating my new apartment. You know what, girl, have a housewarming, a separate party. Maybe she shouldn't have invited Juicy. If I would have invited her, I would have been like, well, I understand if you don't want to come. I would have personally said that because I would understand if you didn't want to come. And I would understand if you did come, and I would have told my mother to be on her best behavior and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, she doesn't have to want to come. So essentially, this conversation, like I said, didn't go in the right way. Minnie was like, well, all of the stuff, all the angry stuff I did, the chicken wing, it was because of Tanya, because Tanya made me so mad. She was like, she did not make you put a chicken wing on this bobblehead. Why are you blaming all your anger on Tanya? She was like, you acting like your mother right now. She's like, I'm not acting like my mother. Yes, you are acting like your mother. I don't know if she acted like her mother because her mother seemed a little bit quicker to snap. And Minnie is a little bit more restrained, except when she drunk and she had a little bit of liquid courage. But yeah, Juicy like, you know what? I'm out. And also my party, don't show up. You are not invited. And she's like, whatever, bitch. And walked out. Okay, so now everybody is at Tanya's house for this tea tasting thing. Juicy shows up first, and she's like, see, this is my little setup, and I try to make it nice for you guys, and blah, blah, blah. I was going to make it like a tea party. I'm like, girl, first of all, they're not even drinking out of the same kind of cups. Like, they drinking out of jars. Look like somebody drinking out of a gravy boat. What the hell is going on? What kind? You could have gave them plastic cups that look the same. I mean, whatever. It didn't have a theme, apparently. So, whatever. She put a little rocks and stuff all over the table. And Money came, and the twins. And the twins are like, where's Minnie? She's like, oh, I didn't invite her because I didn't want any drama, and that's all she brings. First of all, bitch, you know they already don't like you. So if you talk about their friend, they like, something to tell Minnie. Yeah. And then they start drinking the tea. Well, first she gave a little speech about, oh, well, this is for this for digestion, this for inflammation, this for bones and whatever. And since we all have these kind of issues, I thought that this would be good to heal me and to heal others, and especially my son, because I found out he was little, blah, blah, blah. All right. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. Yeah, girl, hand out the tea. All right. So they're drinking the first tea, and they're like, wait a minute. Amanda's like, is this gonna make me have to go to the bathroom like right now, this digestion stuff? She was like, no, it's not laxative tea. It's not gonna make you go. The faces they was making about that tea, it remind me of when my husband, he's from the islands, and when his family be like, oh, come on, gal, you better drink some of these bitters. And I'm like, what's bitters? All right, bitters are extremely bitter. It's written right into the name. It's disgusting. It's horrific. I mean, I literally wanted to take my mouth off my face and stomp it. That's how bad it tastes. They made it seem like that tea tastes like that. I was like, ooh, girls, I feel your pain. I feel like I know what it tastes like just from looking at you, okay? Woo! One of his aunts just put an aloe leaf in a blender with some water and made like aloe juice. Ooh, it was so horrible. I mean, horrible. It was the worst. Let me get past it. Okay, they was not feeling the damn tea. I don't know if it was just that one because they kind of skipped the two in the middle and they got to inflammation, which they said that they liked, I think, even without sugar. So she was like, okay, well, that's good. I'm so happy that you guys tried my tea and all of this, and I love your opinions, and I'm glad that you like them. So I don't know if they liked all of the last three or whatever. And this is gonna, you know, help me like a lot. And Juicy was like, oh yeah, I wanted to invite you to my my birthday party. It's gonna be big, and I got like a big surprise for everybody. There's like this many invited. No, I'm not gonna have her because I don't need that negativity and that negative vibe at my party. And then they was like, well, I just think it's kind of, you know, rude to not invite her. And Tanya was like, well, it was just like at the party, she said all of this stuff, and she was just bringing all this negativity, and it was uncalled for. And then Amanda was like, well, I'm not trying to disrespect you in your house and everything, but you jumped in it, like you did that. And Money is like, well, I would have did the same thing as Tanya as far as not inviting her to my house. Like, what she was gonna do, get mad and knock over the jars. And Tanya like, yeah, and start a fire in my house and blah blah blah. First of all, they acting like she is a fucking giant ass Godzilla, and she just be stomping on houses and all kind of shit. It ain't gonna be no liquor there. So she's pretty calm without it, and my understanding of the way that Minnie is, and I would think that them being her friend, they would know. But yeah, They're talking all this shit, and the twins is like, well, first of all, she's not here to defend herself. And I just don't think that it's right for y'all to be just sitting here talking about her while she can't defend herself. Oh, well, we not talking about her. I think you are. I think you are. Yeah. I mean, she did bring up that, but the simple answer, especially to people who you know are her friends, would be, no, I didn't invite her. Yeah, they would probably ask why, and you would still have to say the answer anyway, which they would get offended about anyway because they just think it's wrong. So they like, well, the twins are like, I know they're mad at her, but it's fucked up to just, you know, ignore her and like exclude her from everything. Like, yeah, it's fucked up. And none of them, nobody would want to be treated like that. When Minnie tried to exclude Money for not being a little person, she was hurt, she damn near in tears. So, yeah, nobody wants to feel that way. But Minnie's going to have to suck it up that Juicy didn't want to be around her mother. I mean, it's just as simple as that. And no, I'm not being team Minnie. Because I think that Minnie is wrong in this situation, but I think that Juicy could have went about it in a better manner, and it may have not been as infuriating to Minnie, even though Minnie is being unreasonable at this point. I do think I wish the talk would have went a little bit better, but it didn't. And I think it's cute. The twins is always down for Minnie. They be like, wait a minute, bitch. No, she didn't talk about my friend. First of all, and then, and Minnie is not even, yeah, they don't play. Alright, so, yeah, I got my brat on my lap because, I don't know, he be sweating me. Anyway, Minnie meets up with her mother to go look at, I don't know, furniture, a chair. They arguing about a chair. She trying to make Minnie spend $400 on the chair, right? And she was like, oh, I took Juicy out to lunch. She was like, oh my God. All right, so what happened now? She was like, well, I thought I'd be the bigger person and apologize. She's like, and when I apologized, I told her I wasn't going to apologize to Tanya. And she was like, well, why you even, she like got mad and like pissed off or whatever. She was like, well, why she even come? She was like, well, she said that Tanya told her, talked her into coming. But I told her, I'm not going to talk to Tanya. I'm not going to apologize to Tanya because Tanya need to learn her place. That's a little condescending. But anyway, yeah, Tanya need to learn her place. And then she just flipped it all the way around on me. And out of the blue was just like, you know what? You're not invited to my party. She was like, her mother was like, well, you going to be invited. I was like, I mean, is it really this important to be at somebody's party? If somebody invite me to their party, I'm like, fuck your party, bitch. I mean, even if I do come to just be ignorant and ghetto, I come there, I might throw some rocks at your party, but I'm not trying to come to your party like, I don't know, like you're so motherfucking fabulous that it's gonna be so great. Like, fuck your party then, bitch. But yeah, they acting extremely thirsty, seeming to me, about this party, right? So, but then, okay, her mother brought it like way back. She was like, you gonna crash her party just like she crashed your party. And then they showed the scene and I was like, she did crash Minnie's party. Y'all remember, right? Well, yeah. I mean, actually, that was the first time that money monetized and whatever. It's probably Juicy's most regretful time telling somebody that she was the queen of Atlanta. Yeah, all of that. And Minnie was like, shit, just even thinking about that shit making me mad and more excited to crash her damn party. She was like, hell yeah, crash her party because she's not going to keep me from turning up and chilling with my friends. But that's a dumb thing to say because you could turn up by yourself and you can hang with your friends at any time other than the time when they're at that party. But yeah, whatever you got to tell yourself to justify this, I think it's justified just because she did it to you. All the other stuff is just, yeah, you're reaching. But do you, boo? Go to that party. Go to that party. Why is you in my face? And okay. Okay, so now Juicy is interviewing, auditioning, I don't know what the hell, men. Apparently she wants men to carry her in because she is a queen. She invited Money to help her pick out the men, so her and her publicist and Money are there. And these guys are coming in. They acting like they ain't never seen me. Oh my God! Ooh, yes, Lord! I don't know. Yeah, all of that is going on. Y'all hear my dog? He like, what the hell you doing? Oh, get off my toes. All of that is going on, right? And then I don't know why they slowed it down for like certain people. Dark skin guy came in. He was chocolate. He was delicious too. Okay. And they were like, could you take off your shirt? Okay. He was beautiful to me. His body, it appeared to be nice, slender, the way Mama likes. But I'm gonna need chocolate to shine itself up. I mean, you ain't gotta baby oil yourself down, but some lotion would have been okay. That motherfucking chest was ashy as hell. I'm like, are my eyes dusty? Or do I have some sort of film? Do I need to wash my face? No. I do not have glaucoma. Your chest is ashy, boy. I'm sure she gonna shine him up though, but he was cute. And then the last motherfucker come in and she was like, cause she asked the people, how tall are you? I guess she probably wanted them to all be very close in height if they're gonna be carrying her, because you don't want to be tilted or whatever. Yeah, I'm assuming that's why she's asking that. And the motherfucker come in and she was like, how tall are you? And he like 5'1". She was like, He was like, yeah, me and you will make a good couple. She's like, next. First of all, I thought she was playing because that was rude. But she wasn't playing. Discriminating on the basis of height is something that you are supposed to be against, Miss Juicy, juiceless, tasteless ass. That was mean. She could have humored him, okay? That's all I'm just saying. She didn't have to humiliate him. And on camera, I'm gonna hope that they asked him if they could humiliate him first and not just did it, because that's not nice. That wasn't nice. But anyway, what the fuck does she mean we gonna find somebody for the queen? Is she auditioning a boyfriend for a date? I'm confused about what the men are for now. Yeah, I'm confused about it. Girl, don't nobody want you. Okay, I'm not gonna say nobody. She's been married before. Clearly somebody could want her. Somebody wants everybody. Okay, I'm not gonna be that mean. But girl, I don't know. I don't know if cream of the crop, very young, beautiful men are going to be into you. Let's just say that. Let's say that. Let's leave it there. I know y'all here to win. Why is it so loud right now? Okay, anyway, the twins asked Minnie to come shopping with them for dresses for Juicy's birthday party, which I think is shady. They should have did that behind her back. I mean, I know she knows that they're invited, but it just seems kind of, I don't know, face rubby. Rubbing it in your face. It's kind of rude. Yeah. Either way, they picked out 2 little white dresses. They gonna wear the same thing. They're gonna be twinning. Minnie told them they was cute. She was like, well, I want something that's gonna really pop, because we're gonna crash the party. They was like, you gonna come to our party even though you're not invited? What if you get kicked out or something? She was like, well, whatever. I just make a grand entrance and a grand exit. And they like, oh shit. They were like, oh yeah, so she's going to ruin the party. Yeah, so they're already in on it. They're so shady. They are so shady. I love them. They're so cute. Okay, so this party is going down. Tammy gives Minnie a ride there. And she out there, she was like, yeah, so what, you want me to come inside? No, Tammy, no. Minnie needs to come in and try to peacefully coexist with other people and not get into no trouble. But yeah, we gonna see. That shit don't even matter. Maybe Tammy should have came in. Well, I don't know. She probably gonna come in now, ain't she? Oh Lord, she probably gonna come in. All right, I gotta wait for the commercial to be over. But all right, so Minnie gets out. She's walking in. Tanya's like, oh my God, I know Minnie is not here. She gonna bring her little ass outside, talking about I don't believe you're here. I don't think she wants you here. Girl, get your ass out the way. Now, what was she expecting her to do? I think really right now, what Minnie said last week is the truth. That baby just saved your life. Because I know if I was coming up in somebody's party to be shady, and to crash it, and you take it upon your motherfucking punk ass self to come outside and tell me you ain't supposed to be here, I'll punch you in your fucking face, okay? Unless you was pregnant. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh, I wish Minnie could hit her. But she's pregnant, so okay. Bye. But she walked around her. She didn't mush her in the face, which is what she deserved. None of that. Okay, so she went inside and she sat down. I'm just saying, first of all, why you so early? She came before every motherfucking body except Tanya's. So then Money shows up and Money's like, oh, well, if you're here, then that means you and Juicy must have made up. I'm so happy. We all gonna get along and blah, blah, blah. Then the twins come and then Tanya sit down like, okay, well, Juicy gonna be here soon. I just hope she don't get upset because she's here because she didn't invite her. And Minnie's like, I have a name. So Minnie really does not like motherfucking Tanya. Okay. Whatever. Money, oh my god, these names. Money is like, oh my gosh, shit, I didn't know that they didn't make up. She was like, Juicy not even here yet, and it seemed like shit already over the top. So Juicy comes in, these guys are carrying her. She looks like, oh my god, is there a cartoon, a cartoon with red hair? Like a giant little thing? I'm gonna find it. I'll post it up here somewhere. Yeah, so they carry her in, and Minnie is hating. Okay, she was like, I knew it was gonna be over the top, but come on, really, 4 men? I've actually seen this before in college, step shows, things like that. Everybody act like everybody's a queen, blah blah blah. I'm in the sorority. Yeah, people carry women around all the time. So I was like, okay, whatever. Pretty regular stuff to me, but I guess Minnie thought it was a bit much. But everybody's clapping, yay! Oh my god, Juicy is so wonderful! She doing a little dance and all of that, and got her little ruby microphone. What is this? It's not rubies, it's like a diamond, fake diamonds and stuff, right? And she was like, thank y'all all for being here, and I thought nobody was gonna come. And Money like, you knew he was gonna come. And then she looked over there, she was like, ooh, I just seen Minnie. For all my true friends, thank y'all for being here. But for other people who is somewhere where they ain't supposed to be, meaning you are not officially invited, there go the door, let the door not hit you. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. Security, could you take this lady out? So she done called security. The whole time she was doing this little call out, Tanya was smirking her ass off. I can't wait till she have this baby so she could get jumped. Okay, they ain't gonna jump her. Well, I don't know. The twins might jump her. The twins don't care for her, and neither does Minnie. So, yeah, Minnie's little Minnie team, they are not pro motherfucking Tanya. Tanya's a hypocrite. Bitch, you are not zen. You are not above negativity. No matter how many motherfucking crystals and how much motherfucking cleanses and motherfucking enemas you take, your ass not clean. Not from the inside, not from the outside. You are not a very kind person. Phony is what a lot of people call it. Okay, last scene. Minnie is outside. She called her mother, I guess, to come get her because she dropped her off, right? And the twins come out and they was like, that was fucked up. How the fuck she just gonna do a little countdown and throw you out and humiliate you in front of all of these people? Like, really, on a microphone, you gonna say it to every fucking body? So she was like, she threatened by me. That's all, whatever. So she comes out and like, twins, can I talk to her? So they leave her. She was like, why are you here? Why did you come? I wish that Minnie would have told her that she crashed her fucking party. Yeah, but she probably forgot. Like, I'd be forgetting like important things that and like after, and you'd be like, oh, I should have said this. Yes, she's gonna wish that she had said that. But yes, you crashed her motherfucking party, but Minnie wasn't doing anything. She was quietly sitting at a table, chilling and being nice, okay? And Juicy called her out and literally humiliated her. So even, all right, let me put up. Even if she were to ever go back inside, everybody gonna be looking at her and laughing at her. The only thing she could do inside is get drunk and get more angry that she been humiliated. So, whatever. But anyway, Juicy come out there, and the way that she's talking to her is very motherfucking condescending. I mean, very. It was like, what the fuck? You came here to hate? She's like, hating on what? She was like, I was enjoying a little singing and stuff. Little. Ain't nothing little about my party. Juicy don't got nothing little but her height. What the fuck are you talking about? Why did the word little make you so mad? Okay, so I know when people be like, whatever, with your little, I seen your little whatever, and, you know, trying to minimize your shit, but I don't think that, it didn't sound like she was minimizing it. Nothing had happened. The party didn't really start yet, and I guess there must have been some singings, and she's like, I was enjoying a little singing and stuff. The little bit of stuff that has happened since I've been here, like, I don't think that that was taken the way that Juicy tried to make it seem like, but she on edge, and she taking every motherfucking word and scrutinizing like, oh, bitch, you got an attitude already. She's like, I do not have an attitude. Of course you got an attitude now, you done humiliated her. So I would have, that's what I would have said, because I'm not gonna be like, I don't have an attitude. I have an attitude because I came here to your party to say motherfucking happy birthday, because I know that we friends and we probably gonna be back being friends. It's gonna be dumb that I didn't come to your fucking party and you fucking humiliated me in front of all of these fucking people. You treated me like I was a piece of shit, like a fucking asshole in front of a bunch of strangers, and just a couple of fucking days ago, I was one of your closest friends. That's what I would have said. Yeah, so, whatever. Minnie is like, no, none of that shit ain't happened. I came here, I don't know why you so mad, I don't know why you acting crazy as hell, but they going back and forth. You threatened, no, you threatened. Yo, this is my party. Why did you come, Minnie? Did you just want to be around my people? You wanted to, infiltrate, you want to talk to my friends, my people, and blah blah. And she's like, no, I just came to fucking chill. I could come to a motherfucking party if I want to, and just whatever the fuck they was talking about. I mean, there was so much shit that was being said, and she was like, if you was a woman, oh, I am a woman, and whatever, and then she like, if you could act like a lady, if you could shut the fuck up. She was like, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. Like I was saying, like I said. If you could be a lady, then you could come inside. Because you acting like your mother, and apple don't fall far from the tree, and all of this, and what. You got one more time to talk about my motherfucking mother, okay? Now, I know you don't like my mother. I know my mother did something wrong to you. I can accept that you do not care for her, but bitch, don't try it, okay? That's number one. That's right, the apple don't fall far from the motherfucking tree. What the fuck that supposed to mean? Something wrong with my mother? Something wrong with my mother? Woo. They got me bad. They got me heated up in here. Okay, so, yeah. After all of this, all this yelling stuff, and you screaming and yelling outside my party, I came out here to talk to you. You came out there to talk to her like she was a fucking child. Like, I could embarrass you and kick you out of places because I'm better than you type shit. You didn't come to talk to her. If you came to talk, you could have very specifically came out and said, you know what, that was petty, what I just did. If you don't want to fight or whatever, if we could keep it regular and not be angry with each other, you can come back in. Start with that. Start with that. Don't start with telling motherfuckers everything I do is big, ain't nothing little about me. Girl. Yeah, because that's not gonna, putting people down does not put them at ease, and it does not stop fights. It's kind of how you start a fight. I can show you how to start a fight. I could come and I could say something really rude and ignorant to you, and then you'll get mad. That's usually how it works. So, bitch, you did not come outside to try to be no kind of class. You came out there to try to degrade and demean her, and she wasn't having it, and she shouldn't have fucking been having it. Now, I know that she shouldn't have crashed your party, and I'd be mad if somebody, especially somebody who I'm enemies with, but I don't think that these motherfuckers is enemies. So, I think that fake ass fallouts over idiotic shit, there's a lot of things to be looked past, especially if you gonna keep on saying that little people gotta stick together. Now, if y'all don't gotta stick together, then don't stick together. Alright? Stop faking it. Find other friends. Start hanging with tall people. What the fuck? Okay? But if y'all have to, the way that everybody acting like y'all absolutely have to all intertwine and hang out with motherfucking each other, then stop this motherfucking bullshit. Don't bring your motherfucking ass outside trying to act like you better than no motherfucking body and expect that she was supposed to bow down and be like, thank you, Juicy, for allowing me. Thank you, ma'am. No, none of that. All right, so let me stop going off because I'm mad as hell and I hear a motherfucking siren in the background and I need to. Ooh, it's 9:30 something now. So let me get this video done. Anyway, if you agree with what I had to say, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. I forgot to say I can't stand Tanya motherfucking funky ass either. And oh, I forgot. Money. All right. See, I was about to end this shit. Her all up in this guy's face. First of all, I didn't even know that Money could pull guys like that. Okay. You know, not saying that he was cute or nothing like that. I didn't think that she had the. I didn't think she had any game. You know, to just walk up to a motherfucker like, hey, let's go over to the bar. Let's get out of here. Me and you. Yeah, I didn't know that she could do that. Okay. Perhaps she's got a little bit more going for her than I had previously assumed. Especially based on, once again, that motherfucking part of her wig. And the wig not being glued down is separated. You can see the wig and the skin and where it's not together and coming out of her head. That is not how you wear a lace front. All of that. Anyway, repeat. If you agree, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out. Or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.